Hey guys, so today I decided that I'm going to go over my top combos with you, I guess. I mean, they're not really combos. The names I would use on my kids, well, the first, maybe 15. The rest, they're kind of out there. But, if I had, 30 kids, then yeah. But I do want a lot of kids, but not that many. Okay, but, I'm going to warn you, I did not grow up religious, and I did not grow up, learning to care about what people think, I guess. So there's a couple names in here in my top 10, 11 that I know you might you will someone will think badly of, but I'll explain them when I get to them. Okay. I'm going to start with my number 1. My first son, I mean, my first combo would be Ethan Stone. You guys already heard about that. Ethan's number 6, and Stone is not in the top 100. That's going to be a recurring theme here. One of them isn't, and one of them is. And I don't do that on purpose necessarily. I just like having nature names in the name. All of these have some kind of nature relation. So, obviously, Stone would be that one. And the next one is a girl's name, Fiona Snow, which you also heard about. Fiona is 204, and Snow is also not in the top 100, which is kind of weird to me, but whatever. The next one would be Leaf Alexander. Leaf, spelt like leaves, like Leaf, is not in the top 100, but Leaf, pronounced Leif, spelled Leif, is 998, so it just made it. And Alexander's number 8, obviously, but I think Leaf would be really I don't know, I just like it. It's nice. The next one is Lydia Lennox Rose. It was originally Lydia Rose, but I added Lennox in there. I watched an entire cycle of America's Next Top Model, and there was this girl around my age named Lennox, and I don't know, I loved her, and it made me really like the name on a girl. So Lydia is number 84. I've always loved the name Lydia. It's constantly battling Juliet for my favorite girl's name, and I think it's just so pretty sounding. Lennox is not in the top 1,000, but for a boy and 2 N's, it is 585. Rose is 194. I was kind of thought it'd be higher. Maybe like a few years ago it was probably higher, but anyway. The next name I have is Noah James Orion. Noah is number 1, James is number 9, and Orion is number 383. Now, I didn't realize it when I made the combo, but when I have a little pamphlet, it's not here, it's inside, but where it just talks about all the names that I would use on my kids, because I'm weird and stuff. But Noah and Orion can honor my mom and her brother, my uncle, who I'm close to, Noel and Ryan. So I thought that was cool. Whoa, that was weird. Is it gonna stay out? I hope it's not gonna stay out. If it is, you'll have to deal with Ghost Julian. Ooh. Okay. The next name I have is Juliet Aria Rain. Okay, so Juliet is number 258, but with the French spelling, it is 255. Aria is number 31, but with the Game of Thrones spelling, it's 216. And Rain is not in the top 1,000. I was really surprised at that, but again, maybe if it was in the middle name spot, if we had a list of those, it'd probably be higher, because I imagine a lot of people, at least I know a few people who have that as a middle name. So, and I just like I really like that Aria has a double meaning. It's it means air and music, and I like both of those meanings. So there you go. The next name is Winter Hayes. See, Winter is usually a girl's name, but I really or usually thought of as a girl's name, but I really like it on a boy. I feel like it would be cool for a boy with black curly hair and whatever. So it's not in the top 1,000 for guys, but for girls it's 556. Hayes, I thought about spelling it Haze, but I didn't. I liked it better with the Hayes spelling, which is 545. And I don't know. It just sounds really flowy to me. My dad likes that one. The next name, okay, so here's the first one that might upset some people. So, I was never a religious person, and the first time I actually even ever heard this name was because of the Lady Gaga song. So I just really liked the name. I don't care about any associations. It doesn't bother me, and my dad likes it too, but he's my dad, and he'd probably name someone some terrible things. But anyway, that name is Judas. I know you'll probably like shut this video off now just because you currently hate me. But first of all, there's a million other forms of Jude, which I would call him a lot. Most people would probably call him Jude. There's nicknames for all of them. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention I would call Winter Winnie when he was like a child, because I thought it'd be really cute. But I mean, I would call him Jude. I mean, I just like the name Judas. It sounds cool. I don't like Judah. I don't like, I mean, I just like Judas. It sounds cool, and it doesn't bother me about, like, the associations. Plus, 2 of the apostles were named Judas. One was just went by Thaddeus or whatever. So it's just like, leave me alone. Judas, Levi, Argent was the combo, by the way, but I'd call him Jude. And Levi has 45, and Argent means silver in French, and it wasn't in the top 1,000. It wasn't even registered on Nameberry or anything. The next name I have is Ashton Michael Emerald. Ashton is 143. I'd call him Ash. I mean, honestly, I think I've just grown to love this name so much since I've always been obsessed with Pokemon, and he's the main character. And I've just grown to love the name Ash. So I would name him Ashton, but I'd call him Ash. And then Michael's number 7, and honestly, I just threw that in there because I feel like if I end up having, what is that, the 9th name on this list. So if I have 9 kids and I get to 9 kids, which honestly I want 11 kids, but people think I'm crazy. But if I get to 9 kids, I mean, I might as well honor the millions of Michaels in my family, including my mom, whose middle name is Michael. And Emerald. Emerald, everyone says, is a girl's name, but honestly, I feel like that's one of the gemstone names that should be like a guy's name. I mean, it's green, and I don't know, I've always loved emeralds. Like, if I had a wedding ring, I would want it to be emeralds and not diamonds. Except I'm a guy, and they don't have the jewels, but, you know, whatever. So Emerald's not in the top 1,000, for either gender, by the way. The next name is Allison Briar May. Now, I was going to say Alice, which I would call her Alice still, but Alice Briar May doesn't flow as nice as Allison Briar May. So, I would name her Allison, but I would probably call her Alice, because I've grown up, one of the most common movies I've watched, or most recurring movies I've watched growing up, and my dad also loves, is Alice in Wonderland, and so I don't know, I just like the name, probably because of that. So Allison is 289, and Alice is 97. Briar is not in the top 1,000, and May is not in the top 1,000. Okay, so, I mean, with an E it's number 682, with a Y, it's not. And that's, kind of weird to me. But anyway, these all have character associations for me that I love. And, I mean, I don't do that on purpose, like, purposely go out of my way to say I'm going to name my kids after characters, but it just happens because it's a big part of my life that I watch a lot of things, and I obsess over a lot of things. So Alice would be Alice in Wonderland, Briar would be Sleeping Beauty, and May would be my favorite traveling companion of Ash's and Pokemon. So, I'm sorry that it's really dark, but you can see me, right? Okay, I don't know why the light went out. It's so weird. And the next name is another one that you are going to probably think badly of, but it's not, I guess, not as bad as Judas. But I mean, I don't know why it's bad. It's just a name. It's not Maleficent or Murder or something like that, which I'll tell you about that in another video. But there actually was someone named Murder. I have a story about that, but I'll tell you about that in another video. So anyway, I'm going to start, before I mention the name, I'm going to start with the quote from Nameberry under the name, like where the name is listed. It says, parents are beginning to ignore the adolescent sex kitten associations of the notorious Nabokov novel, seeing this as a charming offbeat name with a good deal of style for those who defy convention. And that being said, the name is Lolita Star. Now, my dad, off the bat, said that sounded like a stripper, but, oh, the light's coming back on. But, I just think Lolita sounds really pretty, and before I even knew about the book, I knew Lolita as a style, like, it's, like a Japanese fashion trend, and I just thought it sounded really cute and pretty, and, if you don't feel comfortable calling my daughter Lolita, you can call her Lola, I'm fine with that. But I mean, it's just dumb that it's associated badly, because, well, one, I haven't read the book yet, but I ordered it on Amazon to see why everyone calls, like, when I say that, they're like, you're gonna name your daughter after a slut, I'm like, a 12-year-old girl being sexually abused is a slut? What is wrong with you? But, and besides, I just think the name sounds really cute and pretty and frilly and, like, the fashion style, and I just like it. And Star, because I've always, for as long as I can remember, have assigned my name with a star. So that's like a star, like Julien cursive star. Like I literally like attach it like it's a letter. And bugs. But yeah, I like it. I'm sorry if you don't like it. If you don't like it, then well, go away. Leave. I don't care. So that's all the names that I want to use on my kids. Now I have other combos that I'm going to tell you about, and I mean these are, I guess, backups or just top combos or whatever. And I'm gonna say the combos swiftly because this video is already gonna get long, and I'm trying not to do really long videos anymore. But I'll list the numbers on the side. Lucy Diana Jade, Brenly Cyrus Madison, Lyra Bell. Let me stop there for a second, because I like the name Lyra, but for the longest time I didn't hear the name and I read it as Lyra, and I kind of like that too, but I think I like Lyra better, but I'm not sure. Lyra, whatever. Lyra Bell, Chandler Wolfe, Paisley Jane, Holding Gray, Kyrie Blue, Jojen Oak, Sapphire Bay, Henry Lucas Frost, Domino Rune, Forrest Reed, Lucina Brooke, Fabian Thorne, Aurora Petal, Khaleesi Blossom. That's obviously never going to actually happen. It's a guilty pleasure. Wendy Lotus, and Oliver Light. See, now, all of those have some kind of nature association, and, I mean, I think that's going to be, like, a mandatory thing for me. And I think my sister, too. Like, she literally wants to name her daughter Nature. So, and my dad did the same thing with all his kids, so, I mean, yeah, feel free to comment. Just don't leave any rude comments about the other two things. I mean, I'm sorry if you're offended, but you shouldn't be. I didn't say anything rude to you, but I'm not religious, and I don't think 12-year-old sexually abused girls are sluts, and I don't think names should be ruined by one person. So, unless I personally know them. Like, obviously, there are people in my life who I think of under that name, in my life specifically, that I can't stand, or that they did something wrong to me and it hurt me, and I wouldn't name someone after them, and I wouldn't name someone with that name because it would make me think of them, and then I would grow to hate my child. But, which sounds terrible, but but that's someone those are people that I personally know. Now, people that are fictional or historical, whatever you believe, I wouldn't let that affect my opinion of the name. I'm sorry, I'm ranting, but like if I took any association away from a name, Lolita and Judas sound perfectly fine, and they sound really cute and really cool to me, and I'm sorry, I'm not gonna let someone else tell me that it's bad. It's not that bad. It's not like I'm naming them Knife Cutter and Murder Gun, or like Bloody Mary, or like Jay-Z, Kanye West, Drake, because that would be terrible. I'm sorry if you like them. I actually do like Jay-Z and Drake a little bit, but I hate Kanye West, even though some of his music is okay. But, anyway, rant over. Have a nice day. Goodbye.